Hello and hello and hello once again. My name is Mitsudoy. We are here with Even If Tempest. I'm trying to get through this quickly because I don't have any sort of intro of consequence prepared. Mitchell is here. I'm sure you're all very impressed. Last time we almost died. Not really. Because of the assassins were kind of bad. And now we are getting refreshments. I don't know why Mitchell thought we would like Monster Energy drink, but I guess that's the life we live now. Hooray. Mitchell hands me a paper bag filled with various fruits. You know, I used to play bass guitar for various fruits. What are you scheming? You have the face of a liar. You only give people gifts when you've committed some blunder or when you think you will in the near future. Oh no, Mitchell's fallen for the being bad at statistics tax. Considering his gimmick on this team is especially devastating. Lottery. A one-week trip to somewhere else, you say? That definitely doesn't sound like a plot point. So you bought all of this out of a desire to get one of those lottery tickets. If you don't win, isn't that just a waste of money? But if you do buy anything, you still won't win the prize. Truly a conundrum. I suppose that's one way of looking at it. Are you sure you shouldn't give this to Hugo and Landon instead? I mean, Landon looks like he could put all this away by himself. The joke is that he is fat. Thank you for coming. Have you tried changing his batteries? What about you, Hugo? Not everything is about you, you spoiled brat. The shadows stir. Reveal a very downtrodden Hugo. Images taken seconds before disaster. I can't sense their presence. Impossible.
Anastasia, クマの世話が終わったら執務室に来てほしいって団長が。
Okay. I'll go once I've cleaned up here. Hugo, are you okay? You look like Slender Man with someone drew a face on him. Well, he said he's okay. I guess everything's fine. Okay, bye.
団長のスランプはあなたのせいじゃありませんって。
それは分かってるよ。団長は俺なんかが原因でどうこうなる人じゃない。
Hey. Being depressed and mopey and having no self-esteem is my gimmick. Get your own.
あの権利がもう見られないんだと思うと辛くて。人類はなんて大きなものを失ってしまったんだろう。
Truly, how will society survive without the incredible power of seeing a man stab another man? All is lost.
人類。言ってることの規模がとんでもないですね。あなたは平気なんですか、アナスタシアさん。
Hey, you care how I feel? That's new. Me? An outsider panicking about the situation may only serve to increase whatever burden is on the Grand Commander's shoulders. I smother my own negative feelings. As a result, I give an incredibly vague answer, but they seem to buy it.
そうだよな。お前の言う通りだよ。ほんと、情けない。
I'm being so pathetic right now. I'm gonna go back to my room and listen to Linkin Park several thousand years before they were actually founded. That's how pathetic I feel. You're free to feel however you want. There's nothing pathetic about that. There's so much else that's pathetic about you we could be talking about.
そう言ってもらえるとちょっと楽になるよ。俺、いろいろ考えすぎてるんだ。それも悪い方に。もし団長が剣を握れなくなった原因があのことにあったらどうしようかって。
But it's not, so there.
あのことって
You know, that. You know that. Everybody loves that. That's our favorite. Okay. Hugo yells as if the force of his breath could drive away the gloomy clouds over us.
びっくりした。何なんですか、急におたけびなんてあげて。
I mean, did we have to do anything? It's the wrong question to be asking here.
片付け！俺がやっとくから団長のとこ行ってこいよ。
This is cleaning. This is cleaning that's gone beyond the level of regular cleaning. This is cleaning that's ascended beyond that level. You could call it a super cleaning, too. And this is to go even further beyond. Yeah, okay, are you sure?
あ、ミッチェル、水汲み頼んだ。
There's probably some sort of cleaning product with it that tends to help.
なんで僕まで？
Because it's not funny if someone else isn't in pain. Hugo pushes me away from the nest and outside the aviary. Hugo was so earnestly worried about the Grand Commander. Now it's my turn to be mopey. Didn't we almost get stabbed last episode? I feel like we should be more worried about that. Excuse me. Guess we've been excused.
ああ、悪いな、わざわざ。この書類についてお前の意見を聞かせてほしくて。
He hands me a document that details the use of our budget the last year and those numbers to draft a plan for the coming year. Yes, everybody's favorite part of any Otome game, the budgeting.
そろそろ来年度の予算通りに動かないとならない。足りない備品や修正が必要な箇所がないか、みんなに確認しておいてくれ。
Hot bean counting action. Yes, sir.
それから、
He cuts himself off unnaturally. I study his expression, thinking it strange. And then...
Oh.
My god. He's an EP boy. He needs to take a small sleep as a treat.
どうした？幽霊でも見たような顔してるぞ。
I'm okay. I'm okay. Sorry, it's surprising to see you yawn, sir.
お前は俺を何だと思ってるんだ。
Are you really, though? Because I still haven't forgotten the way you beat the shit out of half of God in the base game. But you've never once yawned in front of me before.
えそうだったかな。意識して我慢していたつもりはなかったんだが。
This is truly the end of days. See, even out the windows you can see the world has disappeared. Horrifying.
お前が隙を見せないから、俺も気を張っていたのかもしれないな。
I would never do something as rude as yawn in front of my superior.
今は違うもんな。
Have you been unable to sleep at all since then? Because believe me, I can relate.
まあ、話そろした。
There was a topic? I'm worried. You've already confessed that you tire more easily recently. Late nights are not conducive to your health. Okay, no need to come for me that directly.
今のムキになったような言い方は可愛いが。
Aw, they're fighting. I apologize. Aw, they're not fighting.
どうして謝るかな。褒めてるのに。
Were you really, though? We're still at work. I must maintain that boundary.
それはその通りだ。じゃあ、今夜、うちに来てくれる？
Look at this smug piece of shit. I hate him so much. I want to punch him with my hands. I'll let Maya know I won't be home for dinner.
一緒に帰ろう。
When I leave his office, my first thought is to return to the aviary. But instead, I lean against the door, unable to take a single step. Dang it, the dome's still on my knees again. I love how strong and reliable the Grand Commander is, but when he gets vulnerable like he did just now, I don't know what to do. I just get too confused. I'm reminded of something the Grand Commander said before. He said the secret to making women happy was to treat older women like younger sisters and younger women like older sisters. If he's actually practiced this belief, that means I've been the recipient before. So I'm not the only one that's felt just how powerful that can be. I should stop thinking about this. Nothing good will come out of it. Nothing good will come out of spending long stretches of time reading this weird, thick outlined text either. But that's the world we live in, Annie. Just gotta get used to it. What should we do about dinner? We could have the Grand Commander stand in the kitchen while he's gotten so little sleep lately he might cut his fingers off. So maybe I should suggest eating out. Nah, too lazy. Meanwhile, in the actual conflict of this route, apparently. Will you give me one today? If I let my guard down, I drown in worldly desires, and that's not okay. In the culture wherein this game is originated from. Is this the nature of romantic love? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. As improper as I feel it is, though, I can't stop thinking about it. Grand Commander once said that love was hard to control, and I have to a degree. Fortunately, I don't have the composure to smile the way he did. Then, at that moment in time which we lived through. You know the one. Grand Commander takes me to a place he regularly visits for dinner. It's neither a tavern nor a more high-class restaurant suiting his station. It is, in fact, just a McDonald's. The restaurant is lit up to the bare minimum as soft piano echoes within. It feels more like a hidden hole in the wall, complete with mice running around inside. But the carefully designed interior and antique decorations make my heart sing. But what does it make them sing? Is it show tunes? I bet it's show tunes. She loves to sing about the Moona, and the Juna, and the Springer. That was a wonderfully stylish place. Food was also delicious. See, and any other Otome game would have spent like 40 text boxes minimum describing the decor and the food in exhaustive detail. But this is a level of efficiency I and my devastated sleep schedule can get behind. But I'm a bit surprised that was your choice. I thought you'd prefer restaurants that cater to nobility.
まあそれも候補にあったが、お前の好みじゃないだろう。
Oh, right. I am spiritually a humble dirt farmer.
気に入っててくれてよかったよ。また行こうな。
I can't wait. Chose that restaurant for me. Although a fire is lit within me, out of a sudden desire to touch the Grand Commander, I cling to his arm. His skinny, skinny arm.
どうした？
It's your arm. It's the connection point between your shoulder and your hand, but that's not important right now. I received a lottery ticket at the place we just visited.
そういえばそんなものがあったな。
I remembered that Mitchell told me that the prize was a trip to Aratio.
どうするかな。団長命令がアナスタシア、特賞を当ててくれ。
She remorselessly got it. What? It was this small point of pride for me that I've never gone against an order.
ほら、あそこでやってるみたいだぞ。他のやつに取られる前に急げ。
Then we did. What are you calling it, ding-a-ling?
いや、冗談のつもりで言ったんだけどな。まさか本当に当ててしまうとは。
Hard work and determination. Neither did I. I could barely even speak from the shock.
お前、今までヒストリカを出たことはなかったんじゃないか？
And I've never lifted this one brace of 3 city backgrounds before, so... Right, not once.
そうか。知見を広げるという意味でもいい機会かもしれないな。なんなら俺も一緒に行きたいくらいだ。
Uh-huh?
二人きりで旅行、楽しそうじゃないか？
I do, but can we have that many consecutive days off together? I mean, I know you're literally the one who decides these things, but... Impossible, huh?
よっぽどの理由がない限りは。
And I think I'll give this prize to someone else.
お前一人ならいくらでも休みは作れるぞ。
I appreciate the offer, but if I'm going to be traveling out of Historica, I'd like my first time to be with you. No! A genuine compliment! My only weakness! Ah. Grand Commander brings his hand to my head, his expression soft yet overflowing with emotion.
お前はつくづく俺のツボをついてくるな。そういうシノシノがあるんじゃないかと思うけど。
Really, that's where you're weakest? I would have thought it was between the legs. The manual, if there was one, I think I'd do a better job of handling you. I mean, that's a blatant lie, Anastasia. Nobody actually reads manuals. Should, though. They frequently contain very interesting concept art.
例えばどんな風に？お前が思ううまい立ち回りとはどんなものだ？ぜひ教えてほしいな。
He speaks with such kindness, but each word pushes me against a figurative wall. Can I play bass guitar a figurative wall? His normally gallant smile also hides a shadow of enjoyment. I don't know, which is exactly why I'm struggling. Grand Commander nods at my desperate answer and doesn't force the issue. Rather than being satisfied, though, it feels more like an intentional easing of pressure. Sir, you're very... I mean, if there's one thing we've learned over the course of this game, it's that Crius is in fact an easy mark for just direct compliments. That's probably the right answer. I kind of want to know what'll happen if we pick this one first. So let's go. You're gonna be so cruel. I say exactly what I think, unable to deal with it any longer. Oh, I'm sorry, that was incredibly rude of me. But what do you mean? Whoa, 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 whoa. He puts an arm around my shoulders and leads me into a quiet side street. His expression is terrifyingly serious. Is that how you'd read that? His hands feel hot against my body, but his gaze is somehow even hotter. Really, he just looks like he looks like the edibles are just kicking in. I don't like how your neck is shaded. If I upset you, I apologize. I really...
違う。そうじゃない。今お前は俺を上司として見ていなかった。それがどんなに嬉しいことかわからないが。
I feel his teeth dig into my skin. Okay. My god, he is a vampire. But it doesn't hurt. A sweet shiver spreads from the point of contact throughout my whole body.
俺はお前が思っているよりずっと不完全だ。深いようだ。不器用な人間だ。もっと足ざまに言ってくれればいいんだ。
Well, if you're gonna give us permission... oh. He wants me to berate him even though I've never felt negatively about him? The request is so unthinkably difficult that I'm struck silent. I mean, I can pick it up if you want to. A decorative feather on your shoulder looks ridiculous.
難しい。
I nod multiple times and his hand loosens its grip on me slightly.
無理を強いた。すまない。
Wait, no. I didn't want to make him this sad. I mean, a little sad, granted, but... Grab his hand and squeeze it. I'll work at it. I'll become capable of speaking badly of you. So, yeah.
悪く言えるように努力か。面白いな。普通の人間はそんなことする必要もないのに。
But I've never once thought negatively of you.
そうして人のいい面にばかり目を向けて理解するのはお前の癖なんだよな。
Yeah, Teal told us that back when we were dating him. Does that bother you at all, by the way?
生い立ち、自己評価の低さも原因の一つか。俺が一生かけて改善させてみせるよ。で、俺が意地悪でなんだって？
Oh, right, you're a real dick, you know that sometimes. Back on topic. It looks like he doesn't intend to let me off the hook after all.
意地悪されるのは嫌か？嫌いになるか？
I mean, only a little. That's what's so cruel.
そうそう。その調子。
Me?
アナスタシア、まだ時間は大丈夫か？
I don't know, time isn't real. I do, yes.
せっかく外に出ているのだから、このまま教会に行こうか。
You know, that place where the guy who tried to kill us works. I nearly agreed to the suggestion before I remembered the assassins that could still be after us. Isn't it a bit too dangerous to walk around that late at night? We are attacked again.
テンプル家にはパーカー電化付けに釘を刺しておいたから、しばらくは平気だろう。いざとなったら俺が退けて。
No. Bad. Stop that. Stop that right now. No. Bad, Crius. No. I didn't mean to yell quite that loudly. Things remain a bit awkward, but I managed to continue. You're still not in the right state to wield a sword, right? So you mustn't fight. I'll protect you, sir.
そうだな。お前は俺が鍛えたんだ。これ以上心強い護衛もいない。
Thank you, sir. I smile, finally relieved.
では、今夜も守ってもらおうかな。教会までの道中、よろしく頼むよ。
There are a number of churches within Historica's borders, but when the Grand Commander speaks of a church, he only ever speaks of one.
高台の小教会。あの場所で、イザベラ姉さんは亡くなったんだ。
Yeah, that was definitely a plot point we keep kind of awkwardly avoiding. It's almost like it doesn't really matter and was just put in for cheap pathos. What? What?
一つ、約束をしてくれないか？
No.
今から俺は、ここで起きたことをすべて話す。誰にも言わなかったことも、お前には明かしたいと思っている。
But, everyone I know has a big butt. Tell me more about your big butt, Crius.
お前に、同じことを求める気はない。
I get the impression it is a bit too late for that. What do you mean by that?
俺が包み隠さず話したからといって、自分もそうしなければならないとは思わないでほしいんだ。
You say that, but you know perfectly well she's going to. That's the sort of person she is. Well... We know his greatest secret. That he absolutely smells delicious. I couldn't immediately agree to the promise because I know my voice would shake if I spoke. So instead, I quietly nod, and he puts a gentle hand on my head.
とはいえ、楽しい話でもないんだけどな。多分、お前を不愉快にする。
This isn't the most pleasant story. It's probably going to upset you. In hindsight, I don't know why I brought it up in the first place. I know. And I'm prepared to hear it anyway.
そうか。じゃあ、俺も覚悟することにしよう。
I don't think that's actually true unless you're working with a particularly poorly constructed door, maybe one that's not particularly well fit into the frame, or one that weighs a bit too much. Oh, you're talking like in a metaphorical sense. Okay.
父は全ての騎士団の頂点に立つにふさわしく、公爵としても騎士としても模範となる方なのだ。情に脆くてね。特に発行の女性にはめっぽう弱い。
Like in a helping them way or in a taking advantage of them way? Because those are two very different characters.
公爵の父と平民の母がどういういきさつで出会ったのかは知らない。が、俺たちを産んだ母は病気がちで血縁は薄く、孤独な人だったから父の悪癖が出たんだろうな。程なくしてケソロック家の本妻が制御し、父は母を後妻に据えようとした。けど
Because she had a terminal disease.
父は俺と姉を引き取った。キャスロック家には男子がいなかったから、やっと後継者ができたと喜ばれたよ。
What are the odds, am I right?
でも、イザベラ姉さんは
She was subjected to things the ESRB won't actually let us tell you about.
教会で働く？いなくなっちゃうってこと？
ええ。お父様にも教会にも OK もらったよ。
なんで？前に教会なんか嫌いって言ってたでしょ？話つまらないし、眠くなるばっかりだって。
Yeah, fuck the church, fuck the powers that be. And the powers that don't be while you're at it.
いつの話してるの？子供は成長するものよ。
That's not the way any actual child would talk ever.
9歳はまだ子供だと思う。ねえ、どうして？絶対変だよ。もしかして誰かに出て行けって言われた？
クライオス。
What doesn't answer the question. Tell me the truth. Were you fired? Were you fired from being a child? Irk.
私たちみたいな愛人の子を引き取ってくれた人たちはそんなひどいこと言うわけないでしょ。私はただ教会でお祈りしたいの。どうしようもなくついてないかわいそうなママが天国では幸せになりますようにって。
Yeah.
ああ、私ってなんでいい子なんだろう。まるで天使。大人になったら女神様かも。きっと教会でチヤホヤされるんだろうな。
Never mind, she's a brat.
だからあんたも立派な後継者になってよね。それで大人になったら私にダイヤの鉱山をプレゼントして。
Oh my god, she's going to use it to purchase an existing electric car company and then take credit for founding it. No! I already knew the truth. In a family that already had 3 daughters, I knew our relatives viewed her as unnecessary. I picked up on this at the tender age of 6, so I'm sure she picked up on it as well. Despite this, she never once voiced any complaints. It was probably all for my sake. She thought it would be better to silently leave than speak up and risk my comparatively favorable position. When she left, I spent a couple years doing just as she wished. I don't mean to brag, but I far exceeded expectations in the area of swordsmanship. If things had continued, I may very well have been able to gift her an entire diamond mine. That's just how well things were going for me. But again, not bragging. Until that day, at least.
もう一度言ってみろ。クライオスが私の息子が何だって。ご子息は神経障害の可能性があります。痛覚が鈍り、温度も感じづらい。刺激に対して全身がドンマになっている。
He has a terminal disease.
精神的なものか。その可能性も探りましたが、違うようです。だったら病か。薬はどうすれば治る？現在、特効薬はありません。そして、自然に治癒することもない。
You're going to need to start making deals with demons and learning black magic. I'm sorry.
宮廷医師ならあの子の病を治せると思ったが、とんだ勘違いだったな。
いいえ、あなたの判断は正しかった。王族を見てきた私だからこそお答えできることがある。
どういうことだ？
Speak English, man, or whatever languages we speak in this country.
公爵、あなたの母上は王族でしたね。
Jesus, these royals reproduce like rabbits.
ああ、そうだが、そのことと何の関係がある？
キャストロック公爵、ご子息を蝕んでいる病は王族の血を引く者のみがかかる奇病なのです。
How convenient. But not like actual royal blood. We had a whole conversation about that last game.
この病について詳しく知る人が言っていた。これは呪いなのだろう。その通りだと思った。痛みがあるなら、苦しみがあるなら、病と呼べるだろうな。
And of course, as we've been made acutely aware, there is every reason the royal family would have an actual curse, but with all the murder and the genocide and deicide and deogenocide and genodeicide, tax fraud.
生きるにはそこまで思わない。物に触れたり、掴んだりできるだけの感覚が残されていたから。その都合の良さが気持ち悪くてな。まるで生かさず殺さず長く苦しめようという悪意を感じた。大阪の血を引くものしかかからないというのも変な話だ。
Ish, did you perform mischief? Did you perform an unacceptable amount of comic mischief? Did you get a bit too silly? A curse placed upon the royal family. I immediately think of Norna. It's certainly possible, especially considering the strange coincidence of the medicine being made from Garuda feathers. But Norna doesn't strike me as the kind of person who would curse someone. She went as far as to reincarnate herself to curb her own hatred and her own enthusiasm for vengeance. If it really is a curse, would you want to discover who the source was?
いや、知らないままでいたいな。他人を恨むのは疲れる。
A grudge. I'm surprised to discover he's familiar with this emotion. I realize it's only natural for people to feel hatred. A part of me thought he was different. As I begin to wonder why that might be, something he once inadvertently whispered echoes from the depths of my heart. I think it's more because I never got attached enough to want to kill anyone. Hey, that was the thing he said.
感覚が失われていくというのは、世界から切り離されていくようなものだ。
You know, I feel like Zen would maybe have some opinions about what you're talking about right now.
誰とも感動を分かち合えない。共有できない。痩せた大地のように心には何も芽生えない。 上司を演じることばかり上手くなっていく。
Could you be a little bit more extra about this, please? Dot 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 dot. Ooh. I don't know what to say. So many emotions swirl within me, but none of them form any concrete words. I just shimmy, shake, and shiver. Grand Commander must pick up my frazzled state, as he smiles to reassure me.
俺自身はそこまで辛いとは思わなかったよ。そこそこ無茶な訓練をしても平気でいられるから、むしろ得することの方が多かったかも。
There's no way that's true. So why does he always do this? You lying whore.
父も今のお前のような顔をしていたよ。だから、病のことは他言しないと決めていた。ただ、イザベラ姉さんには。
Mwah. 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 Mwah.
私に
There
隠し
we
事
are.
しようなんてバカみたい。絶対バレるに決まってるのに。
Hey, she said the funny Yakuza words. Right.
ごめんなさい。
今、私が触ってるってわかる？
うん。あったかくも冷たくもないけど。
Yes.
こんなことになるなら、もっといっぱい抱きしめてあげればよかった。離れるんじゃなかった。ごめんね。
大丈夫だよ。ガルダの羽があれば治せるってお医者様が言ってたから。
Open your mouth and start chewing. It's pretty simple, really.
赤い羽じゃないとダメなんでしょ？
The red ones go faster.
うん。今は赤いガルダはいないみたいだけど。僕がガルダ翼騎士団に入ってガルダのお世話する。ガルダのヒナがたくさん生まれるように頑張るよ。
そっか。じゃあ、全然平気だね。
Stupid kids.
うん。イザベラ姉は教会どう？もう慣れた？
Used to it now, maybe being victimized by any future murderers. Surrounded by sex criminals of some sort. Just spitballing. You know, just tossing stuff out there. I think I could talk.
当然でしょ？仕事ができるって評判なんだから。今はまだ見習いだけど、私ならすぐシスターになれるって。
すごい。
Whoa.
へへん。だからあんたもさ、自分のことを一番に考えてね。嫌なことがあったら逃げていいし、辛いことがあったら誰かを頼って。
But then she died, so I decided I had to do literally the opposite of all that advice.
人間は本当のとこでは一人なんだよ。だから自分くらいは自分を尊重してあげないとかわいそうでしょ？
イザベラね。
A few years after that conversation, when Isabella was 17, she lost her life. It happened the same year I entered the wings. Oh, they finally got a picture for this. The cause of death was poison, but there were signs of assault on her body. Constabulary's conclusion was that she was attacked by a robber and killed herself in distress.
俺は到底信じられなかったよ。あの の明るくて強い姉さんが自殺なんて、とても考えられなかった。
Okay, big emotional moment. Can we just take a second out of our day to talk about how rad this CG is? I know back in the day people occasionally used to accuse, like, anime when they did black and white set pieces of being, you know, just a budgetary saving measure, but drawing black and white is actually way, way more intensive than drawing in color because you have to make up for the lack of detail you get from color with detail in detail. And this is really good. It's detailed, it's glossy. The look in Crius' eyes kind of scares me the longer I look at it. It's the way it's out of focus just enough to establish, you know, the sensation of having your entire life turned upside down. This is good. My compliments to the artist. I approve. Well.
彼女を死まで追いやった犯人は捕まっていない。公爵である父がいくら手を尽くしても見つからないなんて、どう考えてもおかしい。
Strange, isn't it? So shiny.
本当にただの物取りなのか。彼女の死の真相を探ったが、何年経っても進展はなかった。そんな時、別件でティレルと出会ったんだ。
Native Master Tyria looked into her death, right?
あいつはすごいわ。あんまりできすぎていて、同じ人間が疑いたくもなるが。まあ、口と態度の悪さで釣り合いは取れてるが。どんな手段を使ったのかを教えてくれなかったが、あいつは、俺が知りたいことも知りたくなかったことも、全部調べてくれたよ。
Now, I kind of do wish he would tell us his methods. I know they're not important to the story this game is trying to tell, but they matter to me, god damn it, that's the bit I'm here for. There are things you didn't want to know, Anastasia? You know the story already. Why are you like this?
しょうがないな。そちら側にしか真実はなかったから。この辺りは少しぼかさせてくれ。女性の耳には入れたくない。結論だけ言うと、姉さんを殺したのは教会の上層部、枢機卿たちだった。物取りだなんだというのは、経理に金をつかませて作り出した架空の存在。
The power of money compels you. The power of money compels you.
俺はテーレルの掴んだ証拠を持って枢機卿たちに詰め寄った。かなり手こずったが、最終的には罪を認めさせることができた。
Man, that was easy. But that's where my understanding falters. The truth remains concealed, her existence only alluded to in rumor. And it's strange for the Cardinals to hold any grudge against you. Aren't they the criminals here?
事件のことを公表しなかったのは、教会側と取引したからなんだ。
What kind of deal?
その当時、教会には姉さんと同じ境遇のシスターが何人もいた。彼女たちを解放すること、これ以上悪用を重ねないこと。そして、孤児院を開くことを条件にした。被害に遭っていたシスターたちは姉さんを除いてみんな孤児でな。頼れる大人のいない子供は都合良かったんだろう。
Yeah, how'd that orphanage work out for you, buddy, old pal? Do good? Proud of what happened next? No matter how carefully he chooses his words, he can't hide the terrifying truth underneath. I fight back the queasiness and attempt to maintain calm. I understand why they would go after orphans as much as I wish I didn't. But why Isabella? She was the daughter of a Marcus.
姉さんは自分以外のシスターたちの盾になっていたそうだ。
Of course she did. Truly a sister too good for this sinful earth. Well.
ひどい話だよな。けど、物取りに襲われて自殺したと言われるより、ずっと信じられる。彼女はそういう人だった。多分、枢機卿たちに恨まれている原因は、俺が提示した条件一つでも破れば、事件を公表すると脅したからじゃないかな。
It's unreasonable, in other words.
他にも何度か事件のことを持ち出しては、教会の要請を退けてきた。例えばガルダを教義を広めるために使いたいという話とか。
You know, that is at least a reasonable plan. I can absolutely believe that church attendance would go up if they started putting cool birds in the church. Garudas aren't merely tools to be used. It's only obvious you'd turn them down.
あとは、教会を矢面にして、翼騎士団の予算増額を要求したり。あれが原因で王は教会を疎み始め、枢機卿たちの立場はかなり悪くなったそうだ。
Of course, the alternative to this lack of standing is all of them going to jail forever, so I don't know what they're complaining about. The Grand Commander has more skillfully taken advantage of this situation than I anticipated. From the Cardinal's eyes, he's all but a blackmailer.
そうした方がいいと思ったんだ。復讐するよりも、多くの人の幸せのために動いた方が、姉さんは喜ぶんじゃないかと。でも、こうも思う。大切な人が恥ずかしめを受け、殺されたというのに、仇を討とうとしなかった俺は、心がないんじゃないかって。
Hearts are overrated anyway. Join Organization 13 today. Commander.
姉さんが仕えていたのはこの教会だった。殺されたのも。ここに来れば姉さんに会えるんじゃないかと、そんなありもしないことを時々本気で考えてしまう。
His sad features overlap with the expression he had before the fatal rewind. He once told me he wanted to introduce me to someone. Now I know for sure he meant Isabella. Did you know that this church was scheduled to be demolished soon?
ああ、聞いてるよ。老朽化が原因だそうだな。
You hate the idea of this place being gone?
今までのように姉さんの事件を持ち出して枢機卿たちを脅せば止められるだろうが、テンプル家とのいざこざが解決していない以上、虎の子を起こすのは得策じゃない。
Yes, the mystery of House Temple and their headquarters, House Temple House, and their affiliated church, House Temple Temple, and their church owner's home, House Temple Temple House.
I
could keep going, but I won't. Stop thinking, Grand Commander. I asked whether you wanted this church to remain or not. Did you move into a residence up on the hill to be closer to this church? Was it not for similar reasons you wanted to take me here? This place is special to you. Am I wrong?
母と姉さんと3人で暮らした家はもうないんだ。姉さんはキャスロック家をすぐ出たから、彼女との思い出の場所と言ったらここしかない。お前の言う通りだ。ここがなくなるのは。
Let's find a way to stop it. Together. We'll be fine. I know we can do it.
そうだな。
God, Anastasia is such a good protagonist. And finally, we have decided we will never get beyond Thunderdome. We leave the church and meander home. As we walk, anger slowly begins to boil inside of me. Your requests are logical. The Cardinals are utterly outrageous. I believe they should have tried to improve working conditions and built an orphanage before you said anything. I believe I told you before that during my fatal rewind, Cardinal Monaghan was determined to lay the blame for everything at your feet.
処刑しようとしたんだっけ?
That's about the long and short of it. He went as far as to forge evidence in an attempt to prove you were the membrum. Truly awful. He also stole 40 cakes, and that's terrible.
リック・モナハンは姉さんの事件の後に枢機卿になった人物だ。無論事情は知っているだろうが、自分に非がない分余計に鬱陶しく思うんだろう。
Also, he isn't literally the only culprit. You can, Am I surprised? Whatever complaints he has should be aimed at his fellow cardinals. It's preposterous to think he'd reproach you. What's so funny? Hmm?
いや、すがすがしいまでの言いぶりだと思って。ようやくお前らしさが戻ってきたな。
Speaking ill of others is something you associate with me, then I'll have to fix that.
そうじゃない。他者のために起こることのできる情け深いところを言ってるんだ。最近は悩み事が多いようだったから、特に。
Well, I just...
悩ませてるのは、俺。
Yes. Can I ask you something?
どうした?
Why haven't you been kissing me lately? That's clearly the most important thing right now. My god, he's going to explode! Am I inadequate in some way? What am I saying? Of course I am, but that was always true. Is this because I ran away and hurt you? Because I made you cry and said goodbye and told a lie? Because I gave you up and let you down? If it is, I'm deeply sorry.
いや、悩んでいたのはそのことだったのか。お前が至らないとかそういうことじゃなくてな。俺は。
A sudden presence in the area cuts the Grand Commander off. I swiftly stand in front of him and ready a hand by my sword. Just a passerby, it seems. We shouldn't stand around talking for much longer. Should we move somewhere? We could go to your place, or perhaps...
うちはまずい。
Yeah, probably. It looks like a pigsty in there. It is? Then we can go to mine.
それも良くない。
Both of our residences are out of the question, then... Do we want to go to an in.
もっとまずい。
Worse how? After some careful consideration on his part, the Grand Commander chooses my residence. I thought something like this may happen again, so I used my afternoon break to purchase some sleepwear for you. I doubt sleeping in that shirt is very comfortable. Number of metal snaps and buttons and buckles and the giant eagle crest on that decorative feather. Probably brand yellow cattle.
ああ、アナスタシア。もしかして今夜も泊まっていけと言ってるのか？
Yes. Is that bad? You still can't wield your sword, right? I'm not about to let you go home alone. Or Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. But I suppose you did have trouble sleeping here. I apologize, such a cheap bed can't be very comfortable.
いや、そういうことじゃ。
Would you feel more comfortable at your own place? We can still go there if you wish.
いや、大丈夫。今夜も世話になる。
You will? Then I'd like to continue where we left off. Anna, you're going to kill this man.
お前、さっきはもっとためらいながら聞いてこなかったか。なんで今はそうテキパキと話を進めようとするんだ。
I admit that I spent a lot of time worrying about the issue before I was able to ask about it. But now that I have, I'm fine. Looking back, it was a waste of time. I'm not much of a thinker, yet I tried to come to an answer myself. I should have asked you sooner. The Grand Commander covers his face with both hands.
元気になって嬉しいとは思ったが、お前の情緒にはついていけない。
Look how shiny that man's hair is. I want to know what conditioner he uses. What?
でも、そういうところも好きだ。
And then they started making out again.
キスしなくなったのは、お前が俺の言うことに何でも従おうとするからだ。俺が無理を強いても、お前は一切抵抗しない。辛くても苦しくても、受け入れてしまう。
You know, it bothers me that there's a bookshelf in the background here. Because I'm still not entirely convinced Anastasia can read. Maybe it's Maya's. That's probably it.
それの何が悪いかわからないって顔だな。そうだな。従順なお前は可愛いよ。でも、喜びの伴わない従順さはいらない。
Bliss.
まあ、その
It's
あ
a
たり
weird word choice, my buddy.
おいおい教えていくよ。
My dude, my fella. Chunk. And then they both got all makey outy.
本当に嫌じゃない。
I am. In your office, we never know who might show up.
場所を選ぶようにする。でも本当にそれだけか。もっと他にもあるんじゃないか。涙を流すほどのことが。
I don't know. I can't figure out what made me feel so shaken. But I'll work on not being so obedient. If I don't like something, then I'll be honest and say it.
まあ、嫌だと言われても止められない時があるかもしれないが。
Huh? Then there's no point.
そんなことはない。お前に無理を強いるのは本意じゃないが、時として それが楽しくなることもある。
I should be judging you, but teasing people you care about is in fact my only love language. Not that love languages are a thing or anything. They're just Myers-Briggs types for people who self-identify as romantics or empaths or some shit. They're just there to sell you money and for books and online official tests and shit. It's a scam. It's always been a scam. Don't at me.
俺は意地悪な人間だから。
Hey, it's a callback. Meanwhile, a lot of awkward silence is going here.
努力をしてくれるというなら、もう言ってもいいかな。
Why do they call it a driveway when you park in it and a parkway when you drive on it?
アナスタシア、俺のこと名前で呼んでくれないか。
Man, it's like deja vu all over again. He had plenty of opportunities to ask this before. When we started dating, during our times alone. I even asked this of him before. But he never asked. Not until now. Crius. Man, this is a very physical chapter. Not in an 80s jazzercise kind of way. Wrap my arms around his broad back as if clinging to him. We're touching as much as we can be in this situation, so why doesn't it feel like it's enough? Annie, I think you might have a problem. We might need to stage an intervention here. If only. Only we could melt together as one. Hey, she said the thing. And he'd never leave me again. You should get some proper sleep tonight. I won't let you pull an all-nighter 2 days in a row.
はい。マヤ殿が来る前には起こしてくれよ。自力で起きれる自信がない。
I know. So you should get to sleep already, grandkid. I can't include something like a title? Make it easier for me to call you by name.
クライオス様って？ティレルと同じはちょっとな。
Oh.
いや？
It's not that, but I don't think I'll be able to say your name in front of others.
いいよ。その分、二人きりの時にたくさん呼んでもらうから。
It's difficult to say anything at all when my mouth is covered.
ごめん。待ちきれなくて。
Crius.
アナスタシア。
Wait, why did everything that just happened want to sigh?
ああ、いや。なんで俺は今お前の家にいるんだろうと。
Well, you were the one that said this was the better option.
あのまま連れ帰っていたら理性を保てないと思ったんだよ。でももう大丈夫なようだから。次からはうちでいいな。
I don't get it. What's changed? Oh, no, it's already the next day. You need to get to sleep.
このまま寝るのもったいなくないか。
Go the fuck to bed, Crius. My god, my head's starting to hurt just looking at this blue filter. No. I put a hand over his eyes in an effort to force them closed.
子供扱いされてるみたいだな。今まで自分は甘やかすのが好きなんだと思ってたんだ。 こうして甘やかされるのも悪く。
Sleep comes easily to him. Just to be as exhausted as I feared. I mean, that's not proof of anything. It's entirely possible to be exhausted to the point of death and still completely unable to go to bed. I should know. I use his slumber as an excuse to slip into his arms and place my forehead against his sturdy chest. I listen to the steady, regular beating of his heart. He's alive. He's alive. He's really alive. It's more calming than any lullaby. If I told him I wished to remain here forever, how would he react? If anyone here is being spoiled, it's me. The next morning. You know, I know we've only been going for an hour and change, but I think I'm actually gonna call it here. We hit a lot of good emotional beats, we got a lot of talk done, we got some good story moments, if not particularly deep ones. And perhaps most importantly, we're in the middle of a major heat wave and I need to go air this room out and let outside noise in, or I will, in fact, pass out. So there's that. Good afternoon, everyone.